Good morning, guys. Just a quick video today, hopefully. Just to show off a finish. I decided that it would be a good idea to do a little video whenever I have a biggish finish, so I can do some detail shots and just kind of commemorate, which I'm sure will be a rare event, because I like starting things and I don't often finish them. So, firstly, also sorry about the lighting. It's quite a grey, horrible day outside, and yet it's still really bright, it seems. It's not bright in my room, but on the camera it looks like I'm being blinded by sunlight, which isn't the case. So as you can see from the title of this video, I finished Puddles of Love, which is a kit by both Freds. Hang on, let me grab the picture. I should have prepared better. Okay, so I finished this one. It's a kit by both Freds, and it's a Gorjuss kit. So that is what it's supposed to look like. And here is my finish, which I can't see. Ta-da! So I'm going to grab my other camera and get in close and show you some details and talk about some of the things I found difficult and some of the things I enjoyed in this project. But first, look how much thread I have left. Look! So much thread. I could probably stitch it again if I wanted to, which I don't really want to, but I could. I'm going to have to Google Madeira threads and find out the numbers for these colours so I can put them on bobbins and use them in future. Because in the kit it just tells me the name of the colour. So, and there's also something just called glitter, and there's Krennic, and there's a DMC light effects in there as well. So we'll be bobbinating that later. So I'm gonna stop recording this now, and I'm gonna grab my camera and get some close-up shots for you guys. So this is my finish. I have a few things to talk about in regards to stitching this and things I found difficult and things I enjoyed. As you can see, there's a lot of sparkle. And I really like the sparkle, but to get the sparkle you had to stitch with one strand of this stuff called glitter and one strand of normal thread. And the way the glitter was packaged, it had like one strand of this metallic thread, sort of like, I can't really explain it, like kind of like the stuff that you get in metallic streamers or stuff for like parties. And then there was also these really thin fibres that were also on the thread, and I ended up peeling off those fibres because it was so much easier to stitch when it was just the metallic thread on its own. You won't be able to see, but this is the back. There is a lump. That's where the fibre decided to bunch up. Instead of going through the fabric, it just bunched up, and there are several of these little lumps. There's one there and one there. Sorry, my hands are shaky. So I ended up just peeling off, and it was a lot easier to stitch. And then we have the DMC light effects thread, which is used to backstitch the hair, and also 6 strands for her eyes. That was interesting. Threading 6 strands of DMC light effects through a needle and then pulling it through work, because it frayed a lot. But it looks alright. She has eyes. It wasn't bad, as I know DMC metallics or DMC light effects are like the bane of people's existence, but it wasn't that bad. I just found it difficult because it was black on black.
but I think even normal thread I'd have had trouble with. And then the rest of the back stitching is done in this dark grey, and I'm not entirely sure about it. I think it would have popped more if it was outlined in black, but then I kind of like the subtle effect that the grey has. I don't know. And then, guys, look, my first ever beads. Sorry, that was my phone if you heard that. I did buy invisible thread for beading, but with this one it told me to use the candy coloured thread, which is that dark pink there, so I did that, and I think it looks fine. So I did the one leg of a cross stitch through there and then another leg, so they sort of sit vertically, and I'm really pleased with how they came out, and I think I'm in love with beading, so I'm really looking forward to doing my chatelaine and my mirabilias, and I'm going to foresee a lot more beading in my future. What else was I going to talk about? Button. I really like the button. I like what it adds to it. I think this is my first attempt at backstitching letters. That was quite fun. So, oh yeah. So we got these sequins. Are you going to focus? Not very well. So it's too shiny for the camera. In the instructions it told me to use light grey to attach stars, but instead I used the glitter thread, because then it blends more in with the stars, and with the light grey I thought that's going to really show up, so I used the glitter, and I'm really pleased I did. What else do I want to talk about? Oh look, French knots. You're not going to focus on my French knots? No. They weren't that bad. I think I'm getting better at them. So, yeah. So, I think... please focus. No. Oh well. So, this is my finish, and if anyone's thinking about stitching a Gorjuss kit and you haven't, I really recommend them. The pattern is on A3, so it's huge, and then there's a separate chart for the back stitch, which is really useful, and it's really simple and really fun to stitch. I've got 2 more in my stash to do, but I think I'm going to hold off on the new starts for now. And so yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about it. No. So I just like looking at it. I'm going to try and get it framed, or frame it myself, or do something, and then put it somewhere. So yeah. So this is Puddles of Love by Gorjuss, and by Bothie Threads. I can't turn the camera off, hang on. Hey look, I got it to focus. Yay, you can see the whole thing.
So I hope that was interesting to some of you. I just wanted to show it off a bit more. Since when you try and take a photo or you hold it up to the webcam, it doesn't really do it justice, I don't think. And they always, whenever someone finishes a cross stitch, it always looks better than the picture on the kit or the picture on the pattern, just because the colours are different, and sometimes they're a bit washed out on the front of the kit. So I just wanted to show it off because I'm really pleased that I actually have a finish. And I count this as my first proper finish because the only other things I've ever finished is a fridge magnet, 2 pin cushions, a scissor fob, and a kit for children. So I'm really pleased. So yeah, this is technically my 5th finish this year. Yeah, 5th I think. So yeah, I don't think my October update is going to be very interesting for you guys because I think now for the rest of the month I'm going to work on my Oriental Crane and maybe see if I can get somewhat close to a finish on that. So I won't have like all of my whips to show you at the end of October. I'll just have this. I'll probably show you guys the finish again because I'm excited about it, and I will show you my progress on Oriental Crane, and that will be about it. I haven't bought anything yet this month, so I won't even have a stash update to show you. So it'll be like the shortest YouTube video ever. Also, November marks the start of NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. I'm going to try and take part in that. I have taken part in the last 5 years. I've won 3 times and lost twice. You win by writing a novel of 50,000 words or more in the space of 30 days. It's not like a competition where everyone is a winner if they get more than 50,000 words. And to be honest, you're a winner even if you get like 1,000 words because that's 1,000 words more than you had at the start of the month. That's how I see it anyway. I want to know if any of you guys do National Novel Writing Month, or I know Cher you do because we've had discussions about it, and some of you guys a lot of you guys are avid readers, so I want to know if any of you are writers as well, because I am. I'm going to try and write my novel for my PhD this November. So that'll be fun. I'm not sure I will get 50,000 words because of whatever's going on in my head, my body. But I will do my very best, and even if it's totally awful, at least it's a first draft and I've got something to work with when I'm feeling better. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, if any of you guys write or do anything similar, let me know in the comments because I'm interested. I think for the rest of the day I will do some stitching on Oriental Crane. I'm also going to try and play on my Xbox. I haven't been able to much recently, but I'm going to give it a go. And also, I have a new book to read. Da, da, da. I don't know if any of you guys read this series, but this is the last one in the series. It's by Rick Riordan, and I'm looking forward to reading it. It's my girlfriend's copy. She just finished it, and she gave it to me so I could read it. Yay! I haven't been able to read very much recently, but I'm going to make myself read so I can read that. So, yeah. So I think that's it for this video. I think I said that already. I don't remember. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day and happy stitching. Bye!